A former IDEA public school bus driver facing 3 counts of continuous sexual assault or abuse, that is, with a minor under 14 years of age. And police believe there may be more victims.
Channel 5's Carolina Cruz spoke to the Children's Advocacy Center about how parents can talk to their child about abuse. Carolina.
The Advocacy Center of Hidalgo County deals with child protective services and law enforcement agencies once there's an established allegation of child abuse. The agency says the biggest part of getting a child to share their story is ensuring they feel comfortable. They recommend parents create that same environment. So far, 3 victims. Their stories told through these criminal complaints. Those complaints detail alleged abuse of the elementary school children by their bus driver. This paperwork says it happened on the bus. First, an 8-year-old. She was abused for 1 year and 4 months. A 5-year-old molested for 9 months. And another 8-year-old taken advantage of from February to May of this year. According to police, this is the man responsible for the continuous sexual abuse. 59-year-old Jose Luis Garza. He was a bus driver for IDEA North Mission campus. Channel 5 News reached out to the Child's Advocacy Center. They help victims of abuse. We wanted to know what signs parents should look for if they believe their child may be a victim of any abuse.
We know our children, so we always know when something's different about our kids, and I think that's the #1 indicator. If your child was usually very lively and outspoken and all of a sudden you see them wanting to isolate themselves, it serves, hey, what's going on? Asking our kids, are you okay? Is everything okay?
Gomez is a parent. She tells her kids to talk to someone who can help, even if it's not her.
So I know sometimes my kiddos don't feel comfortable telling me certain things because they worry about my reaction. So my message to them is always like, well, if you don't feel comfortable telling me, tell somebody that is going to help you and is going to lead you in the right direction.
Gomez emphasizes asking open-ended questions instead of leading questions. Asking, did anything happen? Instead of, tell me what they did to you. This way your child feels more open to sharing without being steered to answer in a certain manner.
We don't want to lead a child to say something or suggest something to a child, so questions are very open-ended.
Teaching your child to be aware of their surroundings and people they're with is also important, as well as having an open conversation on safe touch and unsafe touch zones.
Safety has to do with body safety, so not necessarily just sexual abuse, but it could also be physical abuse. So it talks about good touch, bad touch, and confusing touch.
The length of time a victim may have been abused for ranges. Gomez says sometimes it goes on for months because the child is being abused by someone they trust.
I think communication is key. Like, it's very important for us to have that open communication with our kiddos and be able to have that talk with them.
The earlier these conversations begin, the more open your child may be to sharing an experience of abuse. The Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office says that they believe there's more victims and students that were also abused by Garza. We're going to have their contact information on our webpage, as well as information to the Children's Advocacy Center. Reporting live in the studio, Carolina Cruz, Channel 5 News at 6.